Uh-oh, you know what that means? Time to change the oil. Welcome back to the channel. Just gonna do a quick oil change on our free truck. 1997 F-150. Nothing crazy, just a V6 two-wheel drive. It's given to us free, needed brakes. They were gonna junk it, so decided we would just keep it. Little rusty, runs and drives great. It's been all over the place. We've loaned it out to people, let them borrow it if they needed a car. Lately though, it's been pressed into daily driver status, so time to do the oil change and keep the old girl running. So let's get after it. There we go, all its glory. 4.2 liters of V6 Fury. It's actually a big brother to the 3.8 if you weren't sure. These are pretty good, reliable engines. Said this is just going to be a quick one because getting short on time. First, I always pop the cap, pull the dipstick just for draining. While I'm here, I usually check the belt, look for a cracking. This one's new, I just replaced it. Check your hoses. Coolant is tapped. Don't have a way to test the battery, but it starts, so we're good enough. Brake fluid. And a freeze. Little low in that freeze. That's about all there is there. Got my oil filter, funnel, wrench. So this is just pretty easy, quick job. So we'll grab a wrench, grab a paper towel, kick our drain pan underneath here. These trucks use a 15mm on the drain plug. This will be a little tricky filming and doing this. Let's see. There's a good view of the transmission pan. You get the idea here. Tap that wheel. One thing, big pet peeve of mine. We're tightening the drain plugs for the oil. There's no reason for them to be stupid tight. Something that's regularly removed and installed, it doesn't have to be as tight as you can get it. You know, we used to replace these drain plugs all the time at the Ford dealer because it strips the threads off the drain plug. There's our oil draining. So usually while that's draining is when I do the underhood stuff, but I already did it. That's a good time to check the lights. Yeah, so now we'll check the lights. High beams. Check all the markers. Tail lights, license plate lights. It's all good. Since I'm by myself, for turn signals, I just use the hazards. Runs through the same electrical circuit. The hazards all work, your turn signals and brake lights all work. All good there. All right, that's pretty much drained. So now I usually take a peek, make sure this gasket's not torn, make sure these threads aren't stripped, make sure the hex isn't stripped. This one looks good, so we're going to put it back in. This does not have to be very tight. That's it. That's all that needs. So I usually wipe the oil off anywhere that it splashed. If you need to, you can use like some brake clean or whatever to wash it off. There's not much splash on this one though. And it's mine, so I don't have to try to impress anybody. So now we'll bring our drain pan up here. The oil filter's at the front, right there. And again, these don't have to be real tight. Alright, well that's draining. Got my oil filter. I'm a Ford guy. I use the Motorcraft oil filters in my Fords. F150S. You always want to put a little bit of oil on this gasket just to make sure that it doesn't stick. Because if it sticks, you put it on, the new filter on without realizing it, you're going to have a bad day. And 6 squirts of oil all over the place. Just a little bit, little late film. Okay, don't mind the air compressor, it just kicked in. So, instead you want to look, make sure there's no gasket. That one is good. Thread this on, and literally just once it touches, like 3/4 of a turn. That is it. That's all it needs. Wipe off all the oil so you're not marking your next parking spot. And that's that. Okay, now that's done underneath your drain plug and the filter. We're gonna put oil in. I actually just got this at Walmart. It was on clearance for $1. So I figured, heck in the world, we'll use a new funnel for the new video. This truck holds 6 quarts of oil. It's an old one, so I use a little heavier weight. Usually use 1040 in my older stuff. Usually I use Valvoline high mileage. I've had really good luck with it. This time, I don't know. I had this Walmart stuff sitting around, so decided to use it. Alright, we got our oil in. Button these things up. I'm weird. I like to put everything facing me so it's not weird and facing backwards. Alright, got our oil in it. Let's crank this thing up, check it for leaks. Pressure gauge came up. No leaks at our filter. No leaks at our drain plug. Alright, while this thing's running, we're going to check our transmission fluid.
looks good.
Alright, start it off. We'll check our engine oil. I know it's fine, but I always check it anyway. Usually give it a couple seconds for oil to drain back down. It's in the range. It'll come up a little bit as it drains more. Time for some tea. That's good stuff. Been trying to not drink soda, so the tea has been a welcome substitute on these hot summer days. I want to show you something. This is a product called an Ultra Gauge. I use it for keeping track of my oil changes. You can monitor all of your PID data. PID, that's what Ford called it. So I usually keep tabs of trans fluid, engine temp, the gas mileage. And as you can see, I was overdue. So I need to reset this. There's a button on the back. 3 buttons. So we'll go to there. And we'll scroll down to 0 oil distance. 0'd. There. Oil life has been reset. This is kind of a cool little thing. I've had it in like 5 trucks now, but like you can use it to check and clear trouble codes too. This one might have a pending code. I got a torque converter clutch that slips a little bit, but nope, there's nothing there now. Perfect. Yeah, these things used to be like 80 bucks. I have no idea how much they are now though. But yeah, there you have it. Look at 186,000 on her. All right, well that was my quick oil change. Hope you enjoyed something easy for a change. But thanks for watching. Hope to catch you later. Adios.